So this topic is most important topic. So assertion is today I will be covering assertion, and I have made a separate video and uploaded or that video on YouTube to how to install TestNG inside your Eclipse IDE. So there are two ways. One way that I have not explained over YouTube, I will explain here. But the most important way that you guys should be aware of is that how to install inside your Eclipse IDE. So there are two ways. So first of all, let me start with assertion. So guys, last week I have covered check boxes. I will apply the assertion in same code, so you guys can be aware of how to go through with assertion, in which situation you should apply assertion, what is assertion, and these much steps. Okay guys, so let me start first. So today is 2006 2020. Guys, suppose you have some conditions, and in those conditions you are expecting something, that result will be like this. Suppose you are expecting result A, and but our Selenium skips results is B. So this result is false or wrong. So B is wrong result. We were expecting B A, but it results us B. So the result is wrong. So how we will know that our desired result was not there? Suppose you fill a form and you should get a message that form was successfully submitted, but there was something wrong and form was not submitted successfully. So obviously there will not be message form submitted successfully. So in that case your assertion should tell you that your form was not submitted successfully. And guys, are you getting what I am trying to explain? You can comment on this comment box, because we should be go through with theoretical part first. So after that I will be come on coding part. Okay, so what are assertions? So for you for definition purpose, there is a very short definition from my side to you guys, that assertion validate the test results. You can explore from your side as well, but this is the most appropriate definition that I can find out for you guys. So suppose you that I have given an example, and in my last lecture I have covered this topic. Checkbox was checked. If the checkbox was checked, then it was resulting as true. If it was not checked, that it was resulting as false. But how we were doing at that time, when we are not aware of assertion, we whether we were using if or else, whether we were storing our result in a boolean variable and printing that and watching that on our console, that whether the result was true and false. So let me comment out this code. So in the last session I have covered that. Let me run this code so that you can memorize your last session code. So what this code was actually doing, it was opening Rahul Sethi academy.com and automation practice. This page it was going to open, using driver.get method, and after that it was clicking on a checkbox, and when you click on a checkbox obviously that will be selected, and we were checking that is selected with the is selected method, whether the checkbox was whether the no, not the checkbox, whether the okay, that was the checkbox. So whether the checkbox is selected or not. So what we were doing, let me explain. So after running this code, because of we have clicked on that checkbox, the checkbox was selected. So this checkbox that I have selected, now how we will know that this checkbox is selected or not? Using this is selected method. So we were printing this is selected method. So because of this checkbox was selected, so it returned me true. Okay guys, so it returned me true, and we were supposing the result true. Okay, but this is not the case we should do. So how we should do it properly, how our test script itself will know that the result is true or false. This we are seeing in console, but this test script is not aware of the your true and false. So how this script will know that whether it is passing, whether it is failing? So in that case the topic comes in the picture is assertion. So to apply assertion, so guys, assertion is not the part of Java or Selenium. So in Selenium jars assertion code is not present. Assertion is applies using third party tool, that the TestNG. So there are two ways to apply TestNG in your project. First is to install TestNG plugin inside your Eclipse IDE, and second is add assertion library. So this library is present in TestNG jar files. So you need to whether add TestNG jar inside your project, or you can directly install the TestNG plugin inside your Eclipse IDE. So I will explain both of these today, and after installing this you will only be able to use assertions, because I have already used this assertion inside my code. I have already installed the assertion TestNG plugin inside Eclipse IDE. So you will not be seeing that how the things are going. Let me do it for you. Assert. Okay, because I have already installed, so whether I need to change my workspace to show you, or I have to do something else. So I will create a new workspace so that you guys can see it properly. Hmm. When one time work not done, then I have clicked it several times and windows are getting open and open. So let me create a new project. First I will create a folder training, and I will copy this code. I will switch to this project, other, and after that I will switch to training, and inside training I will select this folder and I will launch it. But whenever you guys will making a separate project inside separate workspace, you need to again add the Selenium jars in your project. So how to get rid of these importing jars? So when I will be giving lectures on Maven, then you don't need to bother about any jar, but until then we need to install jars for each and every project. Am I audible properly, or I need to increase my voice or something to else? Okay. Okay, now I will make a separate project, new, and I will name this project assertion. So you can refer this project later on as well. Now inside a project I will make a folder, or in Java language a package. Okay, assertion is good. And here I will be making a class assertion example. I will be checking this. Okay, so I will be I copied my code. I will be copy this code, and now I will paste this. So you can see that when you made a new project, so this Java code does not understand that this is the Selenium which you need to import. So for that you need to again add the Selenium jars. So how will you do it? Simply go Java build path, libraries, and add external jars. Now you need to search where you have installed your, these are the two libraries I have added many a times, that why, that what the reason behind I remember these jars. And so these are not the jars, Selenium and lives, and this. Okay, now I hope that this did import the. Okay, by you need to again import for each and every one. Firefox driver you need to import, and now thread.sleep you need to add throws declaration. So what I did is I am trying to explain assertion today, and for that I have made a separate project, because I want to explain you. If you have, because in my last project I was trying to these things today for you guys, I was preparing, that's why I installed. So in that workspace I have already installed those TestNG jar and Eclipse plugin. So let me show you. If I will go through with assertion now, I have entered control and space after ASS, but there is no assert class present here. It will not suggest me assert class, because I have not whether added TestNG library or installed the TestNG plugin. So I need to do one of them. So if I will try to use assert class, so there is no assert class present for as a suggestion for me. So what I should do, so I should be importing the testng library for this assertion usage. So there are two ways to add assertion inside your project. Whether first you need to install testng plugin inside your Eclipse IDE, or second thing is you can directly add a library, but that library will be working for this project only. If I will be adding library jars, if I will be adding a jar inside this project like I have added for Selenium, so I have added these Selenium jars inside this project. So if I will make a separate project, then for that project I have again to add jars in that project. But when I will install plugin for whether Selenium or whether test is this for assertion, so inside this workspace, doesn't matter how many projects I make, I don't need to install for each and every project. So this is the difference between plugin and jar. So for the first I will show how to add jar, and after that I will show you how to add plugin. So I have already told that for plugin I have made a separate video in YouTube and uploaded it there, but I will explain here as well. Okay, so what I will do now, I will right click over here, but first I need to download that testng jar. So if you guys can simultaneously do with me, so this will be a good practice. So now here you need to type download testng jar, and here you can come and find out. This is about exploring. I was exploring and I have tried several links and I have downloaded that successfully, but sometimes you will find bad links also. So let me search which link that from where I have downloaded. No, this was not the link. Okay, I can move out to this link. Okay, so this was the link. I will ping this link. So you guys can download with me. So this is the link. And what is the version of this testng jar? 6.0. Okay, so remember this version as well. Sometimes 6.0 will not be supporting with Java 14, Java 12, Java 11, but this will be supporting with Java 8. So when you guys will come across any problem, you need to be careful of these things. Okay, so I have downloaded, and as you can see that this is the zip file. So after downloading it, you need to extract it. So I have already downloaded this jar, so that's why I will not again download it. When you click on this link, it will start downloading inside your location. So after that, what I will do, I will import from the location where I have downloaded. So how to import this jar? Right click inside this project, click on properties. Guys, you need to say that this code is not visible, because for this workspace I have now not zoomed that project. So but no one was saying that. Oh, where is the editor? Okay, zoom in. Zoom in. and again although I was not explaining the code, that's why you guys must not have told me, but okay. So now I will import that jar. Right click inside your project, click on properties, again add external jar, and where I have downloaded, inside download and try to search test.ng jar. I have, this is the test.ng jar. Now I will double click on it and this is imported successfully. Now I will click on apply. Okay, now this time when I will press Ctrl and space, you can see this is suggesting me assert, and where it is present inside test.ng, inside test.ng jars. So that's why I have imported the test.ng jar, and that test.ng jar has assertion property, assertion class. So this is the third party which provide us validation. Okay, and the second way is that I will explain code later on. Let me tell you two things. So there is two ways to apply assertion inside your code. First, you need to download the jar from the desired location, and second one is that you need to directly install plugin inside your Eclipse IDE. So how to install plugin? What you have to do, just click on this help section, and after clicking this help section, after clicking on this help section, let me magnify it. I have never used this magnifier. Okay, so guys, can you see my screen, because someone had started presenting. Guys, can who is this?
No, your screen is not visible now.
My
Try sharing.
Pratibha, stop sharing please. Let me share my screen. So guys, whosoever join later, please don't please take care of these things that we are going through a session. So don't present your screen until I ask anyone to present. So after that, what you guys need to do, you just need to go through with this help section inside your Eclipse IDE. Click on this help section, and here you will see guys, can you see my screen now? Still not visible.
I'm able to see.
Okay, so who is not able to see? Who was the guy who was missing? Visible. Guys, is my screen seen? Okay, okay, okay. Hridesh, is it visible now? Not visible. So I will again. I will try to represent. Guys, now let me know if you can see me. Ping one by one. Okay, Hridesh, is it visual now? Okay, thank you. So now what I am trying to do is I am trying to install the plugin inside my Eclipse IDE. Okay, so I will click on this help section, and after that I will click on install new software, and this software will be installed inside your Eclipse IDE. So click on this. When you click on this window will open. Okay, now I need to demagnify it because I have shown you. So now here you have to paste the path where actually your TestNG plugin is present. So how will you get that path? This is the question. So simply you need to go again, I will copy this path and I will paste this path in Google Chrome. So with me you guys can also do. I will ping this path. Guys, copy and paste this path inside a file, so later on you can refer it. And inside scroll down and you can see this. I will zoom it. You can see this link. Okay, so just need to right click on this link and copy link address. Okay, again go back to your Eclipse and paste this address here. So this is very long process, it will take time. That's why I have made a separate video for this. Sometime it will be happen you need to cross install 3 and 4 times. That's why I will ping link of that video, because even though I was making that video, it took me half an hour time. So we don't have that half an hour time to spend over here. That's why I have explained that frequently in that video, and that video is uploaded on this YouTube channel. So for these separate things that takes time but doesn't need to explain that much. So what I will do, I will go to this channel and here I have right click, copy, and I will paste this to your here. So this is the video how to install TestNG plugin inside Eclipse. After that, still if you will not able to install this plugin, so reach out to me, I will explain it again, but I have thoroughly explained in this video, so don't need to uh, do anything for that. Okay, so there were two ways, I have explained both two of them. Why I have made a separate video, that I have explained. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to validate this result. So how I will validate this result? Simply there is a class assert class. Now dot, so it will suggest you assert equals byte actual, byte expected, so you can compare the byte results. So how many bytes it took to generate the result. So you are expecting 100 bytes and you got only 20 bytes or more than 100 bytes, so assertion will not, because sometimes when you will go with image extraction or something like that code, then you need to aware about memory that you are locating. Assert equal char actual char expected. There are several kind of methods present over here. So I will explain one of two, that we normally use. So here boolean actual and boolean expected. So what we are expecting, what the value kind of is that true or false. So true and false is the boolean values. So what we need to do, we need to use this method assert equals. I will click on this, and so what we are expecting and what we are actual getting, these are the two parameters. So first parameter, here we will pass actual, and where we will get that actual value from is selected method. So let me boolean, uh, let me change my code. Now I don't need to use this system.out.println. Okay, so we need to store inside a boolean variable boolean result. Okay, so it will whether result the false or whether it will result true. Okay, so what we will be getting is inside this boolean variable actual. Don't replace these positions, otherwise there will be problem. And expected, so what we are expecting, we are expecting true, because when we have clicked on this checkbox, that checkbox will be selected, and we are checking whether it is selected using is selected method, and if it is selected it will return true, if it will be not selected it will be returning false. So it will be returning true, that's why we are expecting true here. Now I will run this code. Okay, so this checkbox is selected, so it should return true. Okay, so it returned true, it went everything fine, that's why you can't see anything here. Okay, because we have not printed that value. So now let me do it like this. I will be expecting false, but the result will be true. So let's see what happens. So it will generate assertion error expecting true returned false. Okay, let's see what happened. You guys can see, let me explore it. Java.lang.assertion error expected false but was true. So what we were expecting, our result should be false, but it was true. So this way assertion can validate your result, but this is not the good way to present your things like this. So how to do it? Let me cover up this inside try catch block, so we can get a custom message, because exception coming here, I need to, which is the assertion error E. Now I need to print it. Expected, because we know that we are expecting false and return true, that's why we can generate a custom message as well. So expected false, but, or we can say that assertion result not validated, whatever you want to give message over here, return false, oh sorry, true. So one by one, session by session, we are exploring Selenium, and when I will be covering all the topics, this I will be making a separate project one by one, day by day, so you guys will be well aware of this Selenium. So we need to go very far, don't worry, it will take a 2 to 3 months time at least to. Okay, so expected false but returned true. So this way we can apply assertions. Now sometimes we need to use a string, there we will be value that returning strings. For that there are separate methods available. Assertion dot, so here okay, so string expected, string actual. So let me show you, let me comment this code, you can refer it later on. I will be using normal string representation, so that okay, assert dot string actual, anything, expected name. Now this should be stop my code. Don't worry about this previous code, I am just showing you how to use assertion. So assertion is a separate topic, don't worry about this code, what's happening around, don't worry about anything. You can use this assertion where you need, suppose your result type is returning string, then same way I have applied boolean here, you can apply as string. So depends on your result is returning, you will go that way only. So this is just for showcase you how to use assertion. Okay, so I was expecting equals, but these both strings are not equal, so it should return expected Vandan but was this. So this way you can use assertions. So why we don't need assertions? Suppose you are submitting a form and the form was not submitted successfully, so there was a tagged message there, like the form was not submitted successfully. You can grab that tag using locating an element, you will locate that element, and after that you will get text for that element, and you will check that message. That message is equal to the form was submitted successfully or not, but that message is not actually the form was submitted successfully. That there was a problem while submitting a form. So this will be the message. So you can compare those strings and you can validate your results. That's why we use assertions, and there are many more scenarios as well where you can use assertion, but manually you can do it lot of way, but here you need to be aware of those assertions. So when we will be making a project, we will be very much aware of how to use assertion, where to use assertions, what are the assertion. So this I will not be explaining again, that's why I am covering each and every topic separately. You need to be aware about that. So now if you guys have any questions related assertions, please ask me. Anyone have any question? Okay, so I have covered my agenda for today. I will wind up this session here, and I will upload this video on YouTube, so you can refer there as well. So for this I will request you guys to subscribe this channel, and second thing is that you can refer this video how to install TestNG plugin in Eclipse, so you can refer that as well. Okay guys, thank you for this session, thank you for attending. So for good one, then when will be Git class 26? So I will be informing you when that Git class will be there. So from today onwards guys, we will not be having sessions on Monday, we'll be only having session on Saturday and Sunday. So tomorrow will be the same timing. Why I have changed this timing? Because I used to study at morning, I am trying to switch my job. So if in your company there is a vacancy, please refer me as well because I am trying to switch my job. And one more thing, that I study at morning, and in this time I'm gaining lot of weight in my body that's why I am trying to decrease that weight using evening walk. So that's why I have changed the timing. I will go at 7 p.m. and I will come back within 1 hour. That's why I have changed the timings. This was the reason. And one more thing, if in your company that if anybody has vacancy, please refer me. If there is not, then I am trying in my ways as well. Thank you guys for attending this session. Have a nice day. Thank you.